Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with tall buildings and busy streets, there lived a man named John. John was 40 years old, with brown hair that was starting to turn grey at the sides and bright blue eyes that often sparkled with mischief. He worked as a manager in a big office downtown, where he spent his days in meetings and staring at computer screens. John was married to a woman named Sarah. Sarah was 38, with long blonde hair that she often tied back in a ponytail and a kind smile that could light up a room. They had been married for 10 years. And at first, their life together was full of love and laughter. They went on vacations to sunny beaches, held hands while walking in the park, and shared dreams about their future.
But over time, things changed. John started to feel bored with his routine life. He began noticing other women at work, in coffee shops, and even online. Instead of being faithful to Sarah, he started cheating on her. It began with small things, like flirting with a co-worker or sending messages to someone he met at a bar. But soon it became more serious. John would make excuses to stay out late, saying he had work meetings or traffic jams. Sarah suspected something was wrong. She noticed the way John hid his phone, the late nights, and the strange perfumes on his clothes. She felt hurt and angry, but she couldn't prove anything. Every time she asked, John would deny it and say she was imagining things. Sarah loved John, but she couldn't live like this anymore. She decided she needed to find out the truth. One sunny afternoon, Sarah talked to her two best friends, Lisa and Mia. Lisa was a lively woman with short red hair and a quick laugh. Mia had dark curly hair and was always full of ideas. They met at a cozy cafe near Sarah's home. "I think John is cheating on me," Sarah said, her voice shaking a little, "but I need proof." Lisa and Mia listened carefully. "We can help you," Lisa said. "Let's set a trap." They spent hours planning. They knew John liked to go to hotels for his secret meetings, so they decided to trick him at a fancy hotel in the city centre. Mia suggested, "We'll pretend to be interested in him, then steal his clothes to embarrass him." Lisa added, "And I'll get Anna, our friend who works as a maid there, to help." Anna was a young woman with brown hair and a friendly face. She agreed to join the plan because she hated seeing Sarah hurt. The next day, John woke up early. He kissed Sarah on the cheek and said, "Bye, honey. I have a long day at work. See you tonight." Sarah smiled and said, "Okay, be safe." But inside, she was nervous. John drove to his office, but after a few hours, he left early. He called Sarah from his car. "Yeah, honey. Hi," he said. "The traffic is awful, so I'm afraid I'm going to be late for about, let's say, 2, maybe 3 hours. Yeah. Love you. Bye." Sarah hung up the phone and texted her friends. "It's time. John arrived at the hotel feeling excited. The hotel was grand, with shiny marble floors, a big lobby, and elevators that dinged softly. He checked into room 402, a comfortable suite with a big bed, a television, and a view of the city skyline. He put his bag down and went back to the lobby to have a drink at the bar. That's where he saw Lisa and Mia. They were sitting at a table, looking pretty in their dresses. Lisa had on a blue dress that matched her eyes, and Mia wore a red one that made her stand out. They smiled at John and waved him over. "Hey, hey, hey," Lisa said playfully. "You look like you could use some company." John smiled back. "Hey," he replied, feeling flattered. They started talking. "What's a handsome guy like you doing here alone?" Mia asked. John laughed. "Just passing time," he said. The conversation flowed easily. They joked and laughed, and John thought this was his lucky day. After a while, Lisa suggested, "Why don't we go somewhere more private?" John agreed eagerly. They went up to a quiet room on another floor. Once inside, things got playful. But suddenly, the girls grabbed John's clothes while he was distracted. "Hey, what the hell? What are you doing?" John shouted, his face turning red with surprise. "I need my clothes back. That's not funny." Lisa and Mia giggled as they ran out the door with his pants, shirt, and even his shoes. "Come on, girls. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, it's not funny. Come on, girls." John called after them, but they were gone. He was left standing there with nothing on, feeling panicked. He quickly hid behind a curtain, his heart racing. "This can't be happening," he thought. John waited until the hallway was quiet, then dashed to the elevator. He pressed the button and hoped no one would come. But the elevator stopped on another floor, and Anna, the maid, stepped in. She was pushing a cart with cleaning supplies. When she saw John hiding in the corner, she gasped. "Hey, wait," John said quickly. "I'm a pervert. Wait, I'm not a pervert, okay? I've been robbed." Anna stared at him. What? What? "Yeah, believe it or not," John continued. "They took my clothes and ran away, so I really need your help to find me something to wear." Anna hesitated. "Where am I supposed to find you something here?" she asked. "I don't know, but if you don't help me, I'm going to go to the street like this," John pleaded. Anna sighed. "All right, I have an idea, but be quiet," she said. They sneaked to a storage room filled with lost and found items and staff uniforms. Okay, sure, yeah," John whispered. Anna started looking through the clothes. "So, hello," she said, trying to act normal. "Hello," John replied. "Start. What's your size?" Anna asked. "L or XL, I guess," John said. "All right, XL," she noted. "Classic or sporty?" she asked. "Well, casual, better," John replied. "What color?" Anna continued. "Are you kidding? Do I really look like I give a damn? Just please give me something already," John said impatiently. Anna handed him some pants. "All right, try this," she said. Thank God, John said as he put them on. Then she gave him a shirt. And this. Oh, thank you, he said, relieved. Are you okay? Anna asked. Yeah, I guess I'm ready. So, how do I look? John posed. Wow, it suits you. Thank you, Anna said with a smile. Perfect, John replied.
But Anna wasn't done. Well, I guess you owe me one, she said, dangling a set of keys. Oh, hey, is that all? What do you mean? Are you going to leave like that without this? She teased. Oh, what do you have in mind? John asked, intrigued. I have keys to an interesting room. I can give you a little tour, Anna suggested. Well, I'm all for it, John said, his excitement returning. I hope you don't mind taking off what you've been wearing for a long time, Anna said playfully. Oh no, I'm all for it, John agreed. They went to a luxurious room with soft lighting and a big bed. I adore this room, John said, looking around. Really? Anna asked. I love this atmosphere, he replied. They sat down and talked more. By the way, which room are you staying in? Anna asked. Who? Me? Oh, room 402, John said. So you are not alone here, Anna observed. What makes you think that? John asked defensively. I was cleaning that room and saw some women's stuff, Anna explained. Oh, that stuff is just from previous guests, John lied smoothly. I love married men, Anna said with a wink. Oh, you do, John said, smiling. You are so abundant and unfaithful, she teased. So, who are you staying with? Anna pressed. Oh, with my wife, John admitted. Come on, don't start, Anna said. And I cheat on her often, John confessed, feeling bold. You bad boy, Anna said. Oh, yes, I am, John agreed. When was the last time? Anna asked. Well, actually, I almost cheated on her today. I almost had a threesome, John said. Why didn't it work out? Anna inquired. Because those girls kind of tricked me, he explained. Oh, I guess I better make up for the two you missed out on, Anna said seductively. Suddenly, the door opened and Sarah walked in. Well, you finally admitted everything, darling, she said, her voice cold. Honey, what are you doing here? John stammered, his face pale. Oh, this I can't explain. It's not what you think, he tried. Oh, really? I guess this is a traffic jam that you were stuck in, right? Sarah mocked. Listen, this started in the elevator, John said desperately. Oh, I know about the elevator, Sarah replied. You do? John asked. And about the girls that stole your clothes, and about the maid that gave you the new one. Because I arranged it all, Sarah revealed. Why? John asked, shocked. You've been constantly cheating on me, but I couldn't prove it until today, Sarah said. No, but now I've got this. She played a recording from her phone. John's voice echoed. And I cheat on her often. What a nice movie, right? You've completely failed my test twice this day, Sarah said. I'm shocked. You know what? I'll see you never, thanks, sweetheart, she added. Please, just give me one more chance, okay? I won't let you down, I promise, John begged. Honey? Hey, darling, come on. Jesus, Sarah said, turning away. Oh, by the way, the clothes that we gave you weren't random. So, have a nice evening, sweetheart, she said before leaving.
John stood there, stunned. He looked down at the clothes Anna had given him. They were ridiculous. Bright pink pants with big yellow flowers and a shirt with polka dots. He looked like a clown. No, Jesus, he muttered. He hurried back to his room, but when he opened the door, a man was inside. It was the hotel manager, a tall man with a stern face. "What are you doing in my room and in my clothes?" the manager said angrily. "Oh, man, come on. No, you've got some nerve. Come on. No, wait," John stammered, but the manager called security. John had to explain everything, feeling more embarrassed than ever. John left the hotel in the funny clothes. People in the lobby stared and whispered. Some even laughed. He took a taxi home, sitting in the back seat with his head down. The driver glanced in the mirror and said, "Rough day, huh? Nice outfit." John didn't reply. He just wanted to get home. When he arrived, the house was dark and empty. Sarah had packed her bags and left. On the kitchen table was a note. "Goodbye, John. I deserve better." John read it and sank into a chair. Tears filled his eyes. "What have I done?" he whispered. He called Sarah's phone over and over, but it went straight to voicemail. He sent messages. "I'm so sorry. Please come back." But there was no reply. That night, John couldn't sleep. He lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying the day's events in his mind. He thought about the elevator, the girls running away, Anna's smile, and Sarah's angry face. He felt a deep shame. I was such a fool, he thought. The next morning, he looked at old photos on his phone. There was one from their wedding day. Sarah in a white dress, smiling up at him. Another from a vacation, where they were building sandcastles on the beach. "We were so happy," he said aloud. Days turned into weeks. John went to work, but he couldn't focus. His boss noticed and asked, "What's wrong, John?" "Personal issues," John replied. He lost weight because he wasn't eating well. His friends invited him out, but he said no. He spent his evenings alone, watching TV or reading books about relationships. One book was called How to Be a Better Partner. He highlighted passages about trust and honesty. John grew up in a small town far from the city. His parents were hard-working, but his father had cheated on his mother when John was young. John remembered the arguments and the tears. He had promised himself he would never be like that, but here he was, repeating the same mistakes. I need to change, he decided. Sarah, meanwhile, moved in with her sister in another part of the city. She cried a lot at first, but her friends supported her. Lisa and Mia came over with ice cream and movies. "You did the right thing," Mia said. "He doesn't deserve you." Sarah started a new hobby, painting. She created colourful pictures of flowers and landscapes, which helped her feel calm. One day, she met a man named Tom at an art class. Tom was kind, with gentle eyes and a warm laugh. He never pushed her. They just talked about art and life. Months passed. John tried therapy. He sat in a quiet office with a counselor named Dr. Lee. "Why did you cheat?" Dr. Lee asked. John thought hard. "I felt bored. I wanted excitement," he admitted. "But now I see it hurt everyone." Dr. Lee helped him work on his self-esteem and communication skills. John started exercising, running in the park every morning. He adopted a cat named Max, a fluffy black and white feline who curled up on his lap and purred. 1 year later, John bumped into Sarah at a grocery store. She was with Tom, holding hands. "Hi, Sarah," John said softly. Sarah looked surprised. "Hi, John," she replied. "How are you?" "I'm okay," John said. "I've changed a lot." Sarah nodded. "I'm glad. Take care." She walked away, and John felt a pang of jealousy, but also relief. She looks happy, he thought. John never married again. He focused on his career and helping others. He volunteered at a community center, teaching young people about healthy relationships. "Don't make my mistakes," he told them. Cheating destroys trust. Sarah married Tom 2 years later. They had a baby girl named Emma. Sarah sent John a photo once, anonymously, but he knew it was from her. He smiled and whispered, "Be happy." The trap the girl set changed John's life forever. It was a painful lesson, but one he needed. In the end, everyone moved on, but the memory lingered like a quiet shadow. This story teaches us that honesty is key in love. Cheating may seem exciting, but it leads to sadness and loss. Always cherish what you have.